Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of bill from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson. Out here tonight, we rejoin the Wild West Racing League here at Richmond Raceway in the Late Model Stock Open Series out here tonight on a beautiful Tuesday night here at Richmond Raceway. Joining me tonight up in the booth are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I, out here tonight as the lights continue to fade here at Richmond. Let's take a look at the racetrack out here tonight as we ride around on board with Brighton Coleman. Take a look at the details for tonight. 3/4 mile tri-oval out here at Richmond Raceway, 192 feet above sea level, 40 mile an hour pit road speed limit out here tonight. 65 degrees in the air, 65 degrees on the track out here tonight. Ace Campbell already joining us up on the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're all enjoying the broadcast so far, as we have barely gotten underway. He's probably taking a look at my little guy over there for my in the booth picture. It's fine. I don't mind it none. I don't like using my face, and some of the pictures I have of myself just don't look all that good, so I don't use them. Not in the fact I don't want my face plastered all over the internet all the time. 8 of Justin Bell currently in 4th. Grinding to a halt right after the start-finish line with a 22.240. One heck of a lap out here tonight. Peyton Burkett, 22.0 fastest time so far. Derek Holochak with a 22.191. Dakota Henderson with a 22.236. Timmy McDonald in the number 2. Just off of turns 1 and 2 now into 3 and 4. 22.319. Scott Rush with a 22.395. Ace Campbell with a 22.7. Brighton Coleman with a 22.8. Mike Douglas, who has not been back in the session, down in 9th in the number 23 with a 23.527. 68 of Michael Lovelace just joining us now in the Lexus number 68 out here tonight, running all the way up to the high side. Through the tri-oval we go, back down into turns 1 and 2. First hot lap for Michael Lovelace out here tonight here at Richmond. These late model stocks are really going to shine bright out here tonight. This is going to be like super speedway racing in these late model stocks. I don't remember what the other league was. I ran a few weeks ago, but they actually had these at Daytona, and that was quite the time, I have to admit. Imagine a car with no front grip and all front grip at the exact same time. That is what these are basically like at 185-ish miles an hour. It is the strangest and most awkward sensation ever to be driving these cars that fast, especially on the high banks at Daytona. But not to promo any other leagues, not that I remember the name of that league offhand anyway. But anyways, just under 2 minutes to go. Michael Lovelace up to 5th out here tonight with this 9-car field. Again, Mike Douglas, do not believe has returned yet or will return, unfortunately, out here tonight. Here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us once again with a minute to go in practice out here tonight. 68 of Michael Lovelace getting back out onto the racetrack. Brighton Coleman, the other car out on the surface at the moment. In the Cash App WIO Outlaw, number 4. Clipping the apron, down for turns 1 and 2, and down the backstretch we go, looking at the back bumper of the Meals on Wheels Water Wheel Foundation, number 68, just entering turns 3 and 4 now. We are ready for a great night of racing out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. Final 20 seconds left to go in practice. Practice coming to a close out here tonight. Peyton Burkett, Derek Holochak, and Dakota Henderson, your top three in practice as we head on over into qualifying out here tonight. Let's actually go straight on over to Peyton Burkett, just rolling off of pit road now. Let's actually jump straight onto gyro cam for this qualifying run. Very loose on the exit of turn 2. Winding this baby up, getting ready to go racing out here tonight. Ace Campbell, Timmy McDonald, and Justin Bell also out on the track. Green flag, green flag, green flag for Peyton Burkett, charging through the tri-oval, all the way down, laying on the throttle all the way through the entry of turn 1, keeping it right down on the bottom, sliding up, little bit of oversteer into turn 2 on the exit, down into 3, and into turn 4 now. These late models proving to be very difficult to get to grips with out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. First flying lap for Peyton Burkett, 22.502 to beat. Timmy McDonald right there behind him with a 22.592. Burkett a little bit more stable off of turn 2 this time, trying to keep this momentum going, running all the way down on the yellow lines out here tonight. Right up towards the wall we go. Peyton Burkett, 22.313 out here to beat Timmy McDonald with a 22.559. Justin Bell with a 22.842. Ace Campbell with a 24-second lap out here tonight. Not a flying start for the 22. Running it down to a 23.6 out here tonight for the Campbell's Classic Chicken Soup number 728 car. Yes, that is another one I painted for him. Scott Rush in the Raiders Wasteland 04. Nope, that's not the right one. That's the back-to-back Austin 315 car, number 04. To this day, I have no idea what that means, so I'll just kind of accept my fate. Currently down in 6th at the moment with his first flying lap completed. 22.806 to improve from. Back around through turns 3 and 4 past the Sunoco sign on the entry of pit road. All the way back up to the wall. Across the start-finish line, Scott Rush will move up to 4th. Peyton Burkett, Michael Lovelace up to 2nd. Derek Holochak up to 2nd now, 22.346 for Holochak. Michael Lovelace with a 22.347, 1/1000th of a second. Whoa! 2/1000ths of a second down now to Dakota Henderson, 22.325 out here to beat. I believe that is everybody. Holochak has one more lap in him and does a 22.227. What a run from Derek Holochak. I believe that is everybody in the session. Mike Douglas has not returned. I believe we are ready to go racing out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. Do not believe Holochak is in here, nor is Peyton Burkett. So let's get Dakota Henderson in here. Dakota Henderson, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
Dakota, one heck of a run for P3. You know that you are, we're tied for just a moment there with Holochak and Lovelace and Coleman with .002 of a second between the three of you. 4 of you.
Just trying to keep it tight, keep the competition strong. So we'll see what we can do. If you'll keep me honest, I'll keep them honest, and we'll go from there.
Well, best of luck to you and everybody out there tonight here at Richmond. And we'll see what you all have to do. I believe that is everybody qualified. Mike Douglas has not returned to the session, I believe. So I believe we are ready to go racing out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us up in the booth.
All right, have a good one.
Dakota Henderson in the number 5. Currently down in 3rd. I believe that is everybody out here tonight, fully qualified, ready to race. We do have a couple of hearts flashing in the YouTube chat. Appreciate everybody who's coming on out to watch the live stream. Derek Hollichat, Peyton Burkett, Dakota Henderson, Michael Lovelace, Brighton Coleman, Scott Rush, Justin Bell, Timmy McDonald, and Ace Campbell out here tonight, rounding out all 9 cars in the field here at Richmond Raceway. 2 laps to green, I believe, when we get ready to go out. Take a quick look at the driver's lineup. There we go. Peyton Burkett, the first one out on the surface. Dakota Henderson. Nope, there we go. Derek Hollichat, Peyton Burkett in second. Dakota Henderson, Michael Lovelace, Brighton Coleman, Scott Rush, Justin Bell, Timmy McDonald, and Ace Campbell rounding out the 9 cars in this field out here tonight. That is everybody on the racetrack. We are gridded and ready to race out here tonight at Richmond Raceway for 60 laps under the lights here in beautiful Richmond, Virginia, I believe. Virginia, West Virginia, somewhere. I'm not the most well-versed in where things are. I'm a bit dim. 89, leaving pit road normally. Not sure quite why he did that. Trying to warm up these Hoosier tires. Get back around into turns 3 and 4. Pace car going to be going back around one more time out here tonight at Richmond. Excuse me. Make sure everybody's warmed up and ready to race. Justin Bell down to the inside. No, wait, who's that? Oh, Scott Rush. Scott Rush towing back to pit road before we even go green. Not sure what happened to Scott, but he will have one heck of a time trying to get back into this fight here tonight. Hopefully he can get it back out here and start a great race here at Richmond with the Wild West Racing League Late Model Stock Series. Trundle around down the backstretch. Pace car getting ready to dive down pit road. There it goes. 89, 17, 5, 68, 4, 2, 8, and the 728. 04 of Scott Rush down pit road. Through the restart zone we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing out here tonight at Richmond. Trying to go 3, almost 4 wide as we charge down into turn 1. 89 to 17. Away beautifully off of turn 2 and down the backstretch we go. Scott Rush back out on the lead lap, I believe. He should be anyway. We come back around 89, dipping his tires onto the yellow lines, managing to keep that thing straight. A little bit of pack action behind these top 2, excuse me. Scott Rush down a few laps out here tonight. Not sure if the game will give him those back. We tend to do that. 17 trying to keep his nose right under the wing of the 89. Derek Hollichat and Peyton Burkett running away early on in this race. Less than a quarter second between the two. Michael Lovelace a full second behind the leader. Brighton Coleman almost 2 seconds down. Dakota Henderson, Justin Bell, Timmy McDonald, Ace Campbell, and Scott Rush 10 seconds behind the leader on the lead lap now. Game caught up as we trip the lap 3 timer. That is a little bit weird, I have to admit, but oh well. 89 down into turns 1 and 2 we go again. Let's start jumping into the field. The small field out here tonight. 68 of Michael Lovelace, excuse me. Keep fumbling over that. Sorry, Michael. Currently in third, up one from where he started. A little puff of smoke. Not sure if that was a little bit of brakes or what. 17 in the 89 ahead of him. 68 of Loveless with some clear air around him. We jump down to Brighton Coleman in the number 4. His teammate in the 8 of Justin Bell in the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast. Number 8, 5 of Dakota Henderson. Still loading 2 paint jobs on that number 5. Not sure if that's something on my end or his that is causing this problem. But hopefully we can get that resolved for the next race. I think I will clear out my paint cache for next week. 2 of Timmy McDonald down through the bottoms of turns 1 and 2, running a bit of a half lane up out here tonight. 2 of McDonald currently down 4 seconds behind the leader. Ace Campbell 5.1 seconds behind and falling in the 728 classic chicken noodle soup from Campbell's. Back around into turns 1 and 2. Scott Rush also down on the racetrack, 11.7 seconds behind the leaders off of turn 2 in the 04 Dodge Charger. Late model stock as we continue on around into 3 and 4 off the backstretch. Derek Holochak and Peyton Burkett still running each other all over the racetrack out here tonight. Down the backstretch we go into turns 3 and 4. 89 to 17 running the hell out of each other. 89 running a little bit high through turns 3 and 4 now. Past the restart zone we go. 17 right up against the wall. 89 leaving a bit of space. Scraping off the wall now. May have been leading on that front right tire too much too early. 89 down the backstretch we go. 17 trying to keep up. 68 of Michael Loveless trying to reel them in. 8 of Bell passing both the 4 of Coleman and the 5 of Henderson. Down the front stretch we go, running a lane down between them. 1/6 of the way into this race out here tonight at Richmond. 89 of Derek Holochak still leading the way as we continue on into turns 3 and 4. Moving over to Justin Bell leading this small trio of cars. 8, 5, and the 4 in the battle for 4th at the moment. 3 seconds behind leader. 8 of Justin Bell running a good show out here tonight so far, right down against the yellow line. Off of turn 2, 5 and the 4, mirror driving him off, trying to continue this momentum out here tonight at Richmond. Through turns 3 and 4, staying a little bit higher this time off the bottom of the turn. Right up against the wall, past our friend Speed in this flag stand, up there, excuse me, fumbling over myself like a dumbass. It's fine. That's all, folks. Justin Bell currently still in 4th. Back around onto the front stretch we go. Let's jump down to Timmy McDonald in the number 2, trying to keep up with this group in front of him. 2 seconds behind at the moment in the white trash number 2. I just saw his bumper. Oh my god, I just saw his bumper. How did I not see that in practice? For legal reasons, we'll call that booger sugar. Bumper. Oh my god, I love that. Oh, cripes. Anyway, Ace Campbell in the 728 classic chicken noodle soup machine. Doing the best he can. Oh, I'm broken. Oh no. 728 with all the clean air in the world. 10 seconds behind the leader. Scott Rush, about 3 seconds behind him. Trying to reel him in. Continue on around out here tonight at Richmond. Holochak still leading the way, 17 of Burkett. Right on his heels, though, off of turn 4. Scott Rush and Ace Campbell both pretty much about a half lap down at the moment. Moving back around into turns 1 and 2. 89 to 17 are all over each other here, trying to make the magic happen. 17 down the backstretch, right on the bumper of the 89, jamming a lot of air underneath that 89's wing. off of turn 4, past the flag stand. 68, 8, 5, and the 4. All starting to close in on these leaders out here tonight. 17 still right underneath the wing of the 89. 68 of Michael Lovelace. 1.3 seconds behind. 89 running a lane up. 17 down to the bottom of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. 17 does not have the same run as he would down the front stretch off the high side, as he normally would have had off of the high side, but managed to make it work as I fumble all of that. Off of turn 2, what a run for the 17 of Peyton Burkett. New leader out here tonight at Richmond. 20 laps into this race. 40 laps to go this time by. 17 of Peyton Burkett. Quarter second up on the 89 of Derek Holochak. Michael Lovelace still about a second and a third behind, slowly reeling them in. 8 of Justin Bell starting to reel in Lovelace. 2.4 behind the leaders. Dakota Henderson 3.1, Brighton Coleman 3.6, Ace Campbell 12.7, Scott Rush 13.9, Timmy McDonald with some kind of big problem out here tonight. He is 15 seconds behind leaders. Not quite sure what happened there. He had an off-track moment. Oh! What happened here? This is off of turn 4. 2 of Timmy McDonald just loses it. Couldn't get it back around. Managed to, well, big hit on the rear wing, but managed to keep it from going under caution. Good tap on the rear bumper for the number 2. Not the night he was looking for, but there's still time here tonight. Being a longer track, more speed, this will definitely, most likely anyway, put excess wear on the tires and use more fuel. Sorry about that. 17 of Peyton Burkett still leading the way. Derek Holochak in second now. Michael Lovelace down in third. Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, Brighton Coleman, Scott Rush, Ace Campbell, and Timmy McDonald at the tail end of the field. 17.6 seconds behind the leaders. Out here tonight, not the night McDonald was looking for, but the 8 of Justin Bell, as we're riding on board with him now, slowly trying to reel in the might of the 68 of Michael Lovelace. Out here tonight at Richmond, slowly reeling him in, trying to catch back up and get into the draft. Eight of Bell off of turn 4, still reeling into 68 of Michael Lovelace. Doing a great job of it, about 3 or 4 car lengths behind. Doing the best they can to continue on around here tonight. All of our friendly cameramen on the inside. Whoa! 8 of Justin Bell up into the wall off of turn 2. Listening to these late model stocks out here tonight is just an absolute joy with the Wild West Racing League as the 89 slides around the outside, makes the move, and retakes the lead out here tonight from Peyton Burkett. Burkett not letting him have it that easy though. Up the inside of the 89. Battle for the lead starting to get white hot as the 68 and the 8 are starting to chase them down. 30 laps to go this time by. It's a 4-way battle for the lead here at Richmond. Off of turns 1 and 2. 17, 89, 68, and the 8. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 we go. 68 of Michael Lovelace down in third. Starting to reel in the 89. 89 of Holochak under some serious pressure. A lot of good drivers around the 89. '68 of Michael Loveless trying to run down the 89 just ahead of him. 8 of Justin Bell also trying to reel him in. 17 of Peyton Burkett still leading the way with 29 laps to go out here tonight at Richmond Raceway with the Wild West Racing League. And this broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO, Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for tuning in tonight. Jumping on down into the field a little bit more. Let's go on down to the 4 of Brighton Coleman, trying to run down the 5 of Scott Rush. Out here tonight, running a little bit higher. Woo, bit of a slide into the entry at turn 1 for the number 4 of Brighton Coleman. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. 4 of Brighton Coleman still trying to run down the 5 of Dakota Henderson with 24 laps to go out here tonight at Richmond. Peyton Burkett still holding the lead at the moment. 89 of Holojack starting to fall back. They have used too much tire too early out here tonight. A lot of guys trying to conserve what they have left. Don't want to go down pit road unless they absolutely have to. Even if they only want to go down for a splash and dash off of pit road. 17, 89, 68, and the 8. Michael Loveless, Justin Bell in the 68 and the 8 respectively. Dakota Henderson, Brighton Coleman, Scott Rush, Timmy McDonald, Ace Campbell back down to last, 21 seconds behind the leader, about to go a lap down out here tonight. Very unfortunate way for his day to be going. But hey, it is Richmond and short track racing. It just kind of happens. Whoa! 89 of Ace Campbell with a hard hook into the left-hand wall. Big hit for the 89. What just happened there? He's had some massive radio issue, and the whole car just hooked hard right. Ace Campbell destroying the car off of turn 2. Not quite sure what happened there, but he's had some serious radio issues as he is now out of the race. Everybody looking to come down pit road this time. 68 of Michael Loveless may have missed the commitment zone out here tonight. We'll have to see in the penalties out here tonight. Post-race, Scott Rush, Timmy McDonald staying out. Ace Campbell out of the race with a big crash off of turn 2. What a hit. Timmy McDonald being brave and staying out will be your race leader out here tonight at Richmond. Rolling on past everybody off of pit road. Ace, if you're in the chat, YouTube chat anyway, would you mind saying what happened? Because obviously your Discord clearly crashed as well, unless you had some massive internet problem. Timmy McDonald down pit road this time. 89 of Holochak will be in second. Peyton Burkett, Michael Lovelace, Justin Bell, Brighton Coleman, Dakota Henderson, Scott Rush, Timmy McDonald still down pit road, just leaving now. Ace Campbell's sim crashed and everything broke on him, as he's saying in the YouTube chat. Very unfortunate out here tonight, but handed everybody out on the racetrack a free pit stop. Roll back on around. Very unfortunate way for our friend Ace Campbell to have his night end out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. 89, almost drifting that 89 car through turns 1 and 2, trying to warm up those Hoosier tires. 17 doing the same, trying to warm up these tires as best as they can for this final run out here tonight at Richmond. Ace car back down pit road this time. Getting ready to come on back around. Pace car down pit road. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. 8 cars left in this race. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing once again. 89 sliding up straight across the bumper of the 17. 17 driving it down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Trying to block the 89 now. 68 of Lovelace. 8 of Justin Bell right there with him. 17 falling behind the 89 down backstretch we go into turn 3. 68 on the bottom, 17 up top, a little bit loose as these tires are still very cold despite their best efforts to warm them up. 68 of Michael Lovelace trying to do the best he can to take that second place away from the 17. Derek Holochak in the 89 back in the lead, trying to run away with it once again out here tonight, as we saw him do earlier. Pulling away from Peyton Burkett down into turn 3 we go. Losing a little bit of time. Just seems to have a little bit more acceleration down the straights than he does throughout the corner. 15 laps to go. Down the backstretch we go once again. All 8 cars still in single file formation. 2.5 seconds between the top 2.5 seconds between all 8 of them, excuse me. 89 of Holochak, a third of a second ahead of Peyton Burkett. Burkett about 0.4 ahead of Lovelace. Justin Bell a second behind Holochak in the lead. Dakota Henderson 1.6 behind the leader. Brighton Coleman 1.3. Scott Rush 2.3. Timmy McDonald 3.1. Back around into turns 1 and 2. 13 laps to go. Back around the front stretch, 11 laps to go out here tonight. With the Wild West Racing League here at Richmond Raceway. The late model stock series 17 of Peyton Burkett trying to challenge the 89. Michael Lovelace and Justin Bell having it out for the battle for third as well. 17 all over the bumper of the 89 once again. 89 have used too much tire out here tonight. Continues back on around. Through turns 1 and 2, 10 laps to go. Down the backstretch we go. 68 in the 8, side by side. 4 in the 5 of Brighton Coleman and Dakota Henderson, also side by side. 0-4 Scott Rush trying to capitalize on this battle ahead of him. Try to get into the top 5. Justin Bell and Michael Lovelace trading blows out here tonight. Swapping positions left, right, and center with 9 laps to go. 8 of Justin Bell storming up the inside on the 68. Down the backstretch we go. Justin Bell up to third. Everybody trying to keep their speed up out here tonight. Ace Campbell back out on the racetrack, down 4 laps, unfortunately for him. Nothing he'll be able to do to catch back up and be in this race at that point. Very unfortunate, but it does tend to happen in these late model. Back on around past the start-finish line, 7 laps to go. Peyton Burkett and Derek Holochak still fighting out. Holochak stuck on the high side. 17 of Peyton Burkett with more tires and a little bit extra gas to use out here tonight, being able to trade blows a little bit easier now. And down to the final 6 laps to go. If we stay green, this will be one hell of a finish out here tonight. 17 storming up the inside of the 89, holding it about a lane down. Sliding in front of the 89. 89 trying to get that rotation. 8 of Justin Bell, 68 of Michael Lovelace. Behind them, Brighton Coleman, Dakota Henderson, Scott Rush, Timmy McDonald. 89 right back out the inside into turns 3 and 4, continuing on around. 17 getting blocked down the front stretch, trying to go up high, get that extra momentum and rotation into turn 1. Does so, gets a beautiful line through turns 1 and 2. 89 very loose on the exit of 2. Down the backstretch we go into turn 3. 17 not punting him, but he is definitely letting that 89 of Holochak know he is very much there. 4 laps to go. Anything at this point will be overtime. 89, 17, 8, 68, 4, 5, 0, 4, 2 in the 728. 17 trying to run down, but 89 of Holochak once again. Coming down towards 3 laps to go out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. Looking to capitalize on anything he may have left in this number 17 late model. Around through turns 2, onto the backstretch, into turn 3 and 4 we go. 89 still blocking the hell out of him, trying to make the magic happen. 17 trying to get a little bit of clean air over the nose, try and help himself out. Back into the draft, into turns 1 and 2. Looking up the inside, can't quite do it. 89 shuts the door, slides it up high, right up against the wall. Beautiful run off of turn 2. 89 got a good run as well, though. Back down into turns 3 and 4. White flag, white flag, white flag coming back no matter what out here tonight at Richmond. Peyton Burkett and Derek Holochak in the 17 and the 89. 89 in the lead, back off of turns 1 and 2 we go, and onto the backstretch once again. Down the backstretch we fly, charging into turns 3 and 4. 17 sends it down to the bottom. This is going to be a drag race for the finish out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. 17 and the 89, beautiful off of turn 4. And then 89 tries dumping the 17, but it's too late. Holochak already won it and clobbered the 17 for no reason. Ooh. Controversial way to win a race out here tonight by Derek Holochak. He may get wrecked. Coming back around to celebrate. 17 very much not happy with him. What a way to finish. Not what anybody was expecting. 89 burning it down on the front stretch. 17 of Burkett looking on. He despawns. Let's get Justin Bell, your 3rd place finisher, out here tonight in here. Justin Bell. This is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
How you doing, Pat?
Justin, one heck of a finish out here tonight for you down in P3 here tonight at Richmond Raceway with the late model series. Talk us through that fantastic race you had with Michael Lovelace.
Man, I'm telling you, you made me work for it there for a little bit. Man, but what a great race. You know, racing with Lovelace is always clean, very respectful. So shout out to him and all he did tonight. He had a very fast race car, just kind of heated the tires up there, and I maybe thought he lost it. But wow, those leaders, there was no way I could, I don't think I had anything for them. And maybe if I had 10 more laps, I was catching. But wow, like what a great racetrack. But almost all green with that one caution, and then we just all got tires, and man, those tires really kind of lit, but we were all just really running consistent laps, so tire wear really wasn't a big issue. But yeah, what a great race.
Well, I'd say a P3 out here tonight, 1 1/4 second behind the leader, is one hell of a way to finish out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You as well, thank you. Let's get Peyton Burkett in here. Peyton Burkett, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
I got you loud and clear.
Peyton coming back around for a fantastic finish out here tonight here at Richmond Raceway, getting absolutely tackled by the 89. So you came back around. What was going on there?
No, we're just friends. We race all the time together, and honestly, we didn't really plan on running this. Truthfully, we kind of just threw some stuff together and made something to go around the racetrack. So, it was a good race. Truthfully, I paced him for a while, and I was good in the long run. He started slipping up a little bit, but yeah, we're friends. We race all the time and talk all the time. So, it was a great race great way to end the race for sure after 60 laps around here.
Well, hey, one fantastic run for you out here tonight at Richmond. A P2, nothing to shake a stick at, especially 400ths behind the 89 of Derek Holochak. Congratulations to you, my friend. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, I'd just like to thank all the boys that, in the league that, put this on week in and week out. I know the car count's been kind of low here and there, but, we still show up and try to support as much as we can. And, of course, you up in the booth, day in and day out, giving us something to listen to. And, yeah, hats off to Derek. I basically drove her. I was on the chip all the way to the center, so I'm kind of surprised it stuck. So, yeah, what a fun race, and look forward to the next one.
Congratulations to you once again. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and congratulations.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Let's get Derek Holochak in here. We'll call it a night. Derek Holochak, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Derek, congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Richmond Raceway. Talk us through those last few laps.
It was a pretty good race there. Me and Peyton tried to put on a show for everyone, and yeah, I didn't expect them to get there in the last few laps, but I just started losing the grip and everything, and slipping and sliding. But I mean, for the most part, I feel like it was a pretty good race with us.
Well, hey, that's a fantastic result for you. Getting into the 17 a little bit over the start-finish line. Not sure if that was overly deliberate or if you just slid out a little bit coming back around. But hey, one fantastic win for you out here tonight at Richmond. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, just thank everyone in the league and everything, and you for broadcasting, and everyone for watching, and all my sponsors.
Appreciate that. Thanks very much for joining us, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Well, folks, you have yet again spent another perfectly good hour with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed this race here at Richmond Raceway in the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO, Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse, weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Rafts, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed the show. Justin Bell, the hard charger, out here tonight. Derek Holochak with the most laps led. Peyton Burkett with the fastest lap, 22.366. And Derek Holochak on the pole and with the race win out here tonight for all 60 laps and only one caution. Thanks for joining us out here tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more racing action here at Tier 1 Studios. Ace Campbell saying, thanks for being the voice inside my head, Pat. Always a good time to be the voices inside other people's heads just to prove that I'm not crazy to myself. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. and all right. Good night, folks. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, tier one, set up shop. Guy weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, tier one, set up shop. See you in Victor Lane. Tier one, set up shop. Tier one.